Afternoon everyone, it's Friday. Don't know what time it is. I don't know, midday, something like that. And I'm outdoors, but I'm indoors because I'm in a chalet. Luckily enough, I've got a swim with a chalet. I am at what is known as the home of the 30s. I'm at Orchid Lakes for the weekend. Here on a social with the tackle team, snagtackle.co.uk. Until Sunday morning. There's 24 of us here on this lake. It's lake exclusive. Now it's known as the home of the 30s. There's well over 50 30s in here that they know of, and currently 5 40s they know of, and they reckon another 3 that could go 40. Everything's about £2 up, so they're expecting about 8 40s altogether. Not a very good weekend for the weather, as you can see, but I've got a good swim. I'll flip it round and show you. So, there's Fluffles. I've got the chalet. It's leaking, it leaks. It's not that dry, it leaks down the seams of the roof, but I ain't worried about that. Anyway, I've got this bay here to my right. I've got a spot under that tree there. Nice spot. Out here there's an L-shaped bar, which is why this is called L-shaped, the swim. Now I can fish to up to 20 wraps here, but I'm fishing not that far. And then most people are on the other bank, because there was fish over there, but the wind's switching tonight and they get on the wind here, so I'm playing the long game. With everybody here, they're going to move around. There's a lot of fishing here. They tend to get on the wind, and the wind's coming in northerly, switching tonight, and it's going northerly, so there's a chance it's going to switch and they're going to come this way. So my nearest neighbour is over there near them willows, so we've got all this bay, all this water out here in front of me. All this is clear. There's someone in Alamo the other side of these bushes, but he's fishing out the other way. I've pinned my leads down because the weed's literally at the eye is 2 inches. So I've pinned my leads, I've back-leaded everything. As soon as this rain dies off, I'm going to go and put some bait out. I've just created it, I've just made it. I'll show you here what I've got. This is my bait, look. So I've got chili hemp, Scopex boilies that have been glugged for weeks, my normal boilies, sweet corn, and tiger slush, Nash tiger slush over there. So that's the bait I've got. God, it smells lovely if you could smell it. I'm just waiting for this rain to die off that's just come in. This heavy shower that's just started now. I decided to go with the 9-footers because I knew there were swims here that have got short wraps. The longest is 23 wraps, so it's not too bad. I'm only fishing not even that, nowhere near, so I've got my spots out there. And there's a bar out there, like I say, so I'm hoping the fish are going to get in here. Anyway, that's how I'm going at the moment. Once I'm all baited up and I'm all set up, I'll bring you back. Well, hopefully we'll have a good weekend, and hopefully I'll get a fish on the bank. Right, let's get some spodding done before it rains. All wrapped up, 2 spots at this distance. Put the hat on, because I don't want the gunk all over your leg. Like that, then stuck in that tree, will you? In my spot. Hates it when it doesn't open. That one dropped a bit short, lol. Why am I saying lol? I'm not messaging it. I wish I still had my bait boat. the money. Won't do for that spot. Get a few on the other spot before it starts peeing down. That's on it. I don't mind that. Out. Bought plenty of changes of clothes with me this weekend because of the rain. Noise from your side. Another one was up. don't want to feed the rats, do we? That'll do for now. I don't want to put too much out. A couple fell short there. Anyway, that'll do for now. Don't know if you heard me, I said bought plenty of change of clothes with me today because of this rain, so they're in the car, but the car ain't far from here. I need them. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to bring you back with a fish at some point, so let's leave that running for a bit so you can watch while I make a coffee. Be nice to get a live bite. Not that lucky, but who knows. Be lovely to get a fish this weekend. That wind switched already, that swing's hacking in here now. I normally get on the wind in here. This was my plan. I picked this spot even though all the fish were down the other end when we walked round earlier. Well, not all of them obviously, but some of the fish we could see. There's a chance they're going to move. They tend to move a lot on the wind here. Known for it, so it's hacking right in here at the moment. I'd like to see a couple show. I tell you, I'd like to get one. Keep your eyes open, you might see a fish wash. I was watching them earlier as we was walking around, they were washing, so they like to show it. So it's nice to have this chalet. I know it leaks rain a little bit in places, but it ain't leaking on me bed and it ain't leaking anywhere important. So happy days. nice cup of coffee. Is that an egg come up then? Was I seeing things? Right. Speak to you in a bit. Right, afternoon. It's now 5:30 on Friday. There's a few things moving about. Bloke opposite me's had a little one, 14.5 pound. That's the only fish that's come out so far. Things are moving, but this is prominently a nighttime bite water. Most of the fish come out at night. It looks like there's stuff moving into the area. I've not seen anything bosh. Bloke in the swim next to me said he's seen some topping. I haven't seen them, but he said he's seen them. I can't see to the left of me where I am without getting out and like staring that way, and he said he sees some that way. So I've got a whole bay to my left. I'm thinking about whacking it, moving a rod round onto a bank stick and putting one round the side in this little bay. It looks really clear in there, and it might be worth a shout. I'll keep an eye on it. If I see anything moving, I'll put something in there. But other than that, just checking in. Quite quiet really. Let's see what happens tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you back with a fish at some point. Speak to you later. Evening everyone. It's 20 to 8 now, Friday evening. Lad Josh over the other side of the lake just had 2 fish, 1 tench and 1 beautiful linear, and a new PB for him at 25.5. Absolutely stunning fish. So made up for him. He's well happy. Got a nice cold bucket of water. He's all dried out now. So they're on the move. So hopefully, with any luck, they'll move this way. And I'll have one before the morning. If I do, you'll see it. If not, I'll see you whenever. Speak to you soon. Morning everyone. Well, obviously no fish in the night. It's 20 past 8 now, Saturday morning, and the fish are in the area. Bloke to the right, one of the blokes in the double swim to the right's had one this morning, and a bloke over to the left has had one this morning. Obviously I don't know what spots they're on, but they're in the area. Then they've moved over to our side of the lake, as you can see. Just brought all the rods in. I'm just going to have another lead about quick, have another refine, see if I can just locate this bar, make sure this bar is right. There's a bar out here somewhere. Just going to have a lead about and get my rods back out, redo my rods, get my rods out. So speak to you all in a bit. Hello everyone. Oh, I've just made a coffee. Right, I've redone all my spots, I've rechecked my spot. I'm happy with my spot. It's cracking down well. I know there's a bar out there somewhere, but I ain't got my marker flow, so I can't test the bar. But I'm getting a good crack down, and I know I'm in the right area because the bailiff said I was yesterday. wouldn't tell me where it was, but it said I was in the right area. And I know I've got a good spot, and I'm still happy with my spot under the tree. So the spot I've got out near the bar, I've now put 2 rigs on, and I've put a few more spods out, not many, about 5. And if I get a bite, I can put more out. And I'll put another 2 spods under the tree. Now under the tree I've gone with balanced tiger nuts. My spod mix is hemp, tiger slush, tigers and a few boilies, so gone for balanced tiger nuts out there. And on my other spot I've got one on a stiff hinged rig, popped up about 2 inches, and I've got one on a multi-rig on a balanced wafter. So the wind's changed, as I knew it was going to. It's hacking in here now. There's fish in the area. The bloke in the swim next to me that had his fish literally had his fish 20 rod lengths from my spot where his spot is. So if there's fish moving about, they've got to be moving about. So fingers crossed they'll get on mine, and I'll be able to show you a fish. Anyway, until then, I'm gonna have my coffee and I'm gonna have something to eat. I'll speak to you later. Right, afternoon everyone. It's just gone 12:30, about 1:45 on Saturday. Just had a slight change. I've left my middle rod out on the bar, out on the spot, my right hand rod under the tree. But my left hand rod, I've just changed. The bailiff, well not the bailiff, the fishery manager here, Chris, speaking to him yesterday, since he took this place over a year ago, he said they'd been feeding the fish heavy on pellet. They feed them all the time on pellet, so they're used to it. So because there's no one else fishing around me and I've got my lines pinned down, so you know, for all intents and purposes there's no lines in this area at all, I've changed. And what I've done is I've put a PVA bag, just filled it up with pellet, and I've got these 14mm halibut pellets I've had in my box for ages. Never used them for bait, I've had them for ages. I put one of them on a big hair and critically balanced it with 3/4 of a dumbbell pop-up. Balanced it perfectly, it's a big bait. So I've put that on a hair and I've made a soft rig, real supple braided rig, blowback style, on a size 2 hook. Size 2 claw, and I've put it in a PVA bag and I've walked it out into the entrance of this bay here. I'll show you. So what I've done is, obviously I've got one out there near them geese, just this side of them geese, where that second goose to the left is just coming up to. I've got a bar out there, and I've obviously got my other spot under that tree there, just under the outer branches of it. And then I've just flicked one right into this bay here, right into the entrance of this bay, right about there. And obviously you've got, bay goes back into here, goes in here, but there's someone fishing in that swim over there, and then everyone else is on the back bank, and there's no one else fishing any of this water until the other side of these bushes. So all this area here, there's no lines because my lines are pinned down. Look at the size of that flat spot. It's been put a few spods out. I've never seen anything like it. That was him there, he's responsible. I've never seen a flat spot like it. God knows what he's used. A cooking oil, I reckon. So about, try and show you now. Watch this coot. Where's he going? Oh, he ain't gone far enough. Nearly there. Just a little bit to the right of him is where I've chucked it, right in the entrance of that bay. It's nice and quiet over here. Can't hurt, can it? Apparently, according to that Chris, the biggest fish in here that reckons when it comes out it's going to do a lake record. The fish is called Morgan. Yeah. When it comes out, it's due out, it ain't been out for a while. There's 2 big 40s left that are due out, all the others have come out. and he reckons that it's been in this bay, caught in this bay before, and no one ever fishes in this bay because everyone fishes out at their maximum wraps, because you've got a maximum wrap limit here to each swim, so everyone just thinks they got to fish to that. Well, I've put one round there, so got all the rest of today and tonight. If I don't get anything, it ain't gonna work because it ain't doing any bites out there either. Chat round on the far side, right round there. He's just had the biggest one of the weekend so far. He's had a 33.2. I'll put some of the photos of the fish caught in on the video at the end. There's not many now. Chap over there, Lee, over there, he's had 2 pike and a tench. And then there's been a few carp out. Not as many as I thought there was going to be. We'll some spodding going on. There he goes. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to bring you back with a fish at some point. Oh, here he goes again with his spodding, with his. Let's have a look. Bloody coots diving on my spot. That one there, little bugger. There he goes. He's diving down on my spot. He ain't picked up my bait yet. He's grubbing through the hemp. And the sweet corn probably. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to bring you back with a fish at some point. Till then, in a bit. Evening everyone, it's 5 o'clock Saturday evening. Just had the weekend bailiffs round and they've been fishing this place ever since they were kids. So I tapped into their knowledge. Anyway, that spot I've got out there that was cracking down at 14.5 wraps, that's not the bar that I thought it was. It's not actually anywhere near the bar, so I don't know what spot that is. But anyway, I've still got one on it. But what I've done now is I've actually got on the bar, so let me show you. Right, so my spot that's out there at 14.5 is not the bar. The bar is in line with the V of that tree out there, and it's not as far out. So I've gone on the back of it, and he said it's a brilliant place because no one fishes, so not many people fish it. And he said what the fishery manager said that this bay no one fishes and it tends to overfish. So I'm on it now. I've put about, I don't even know how many, 5 to 7 spoms out there of hemp and tigers and tiger slush. And I've got my rig is a double balanced tiger, critically balanced tiger. So hopefully they'll get on that bar. He said it's a good spot, so they've been fishing here ever since they were kids. So 30 years worth of knowledge. Got to listen, ain't I? So I've still got my other spot out there, and I've got one in the bay here. I've lost that one off that tree now, so that's gone. But you know, fingers crossed. I'm in a good spot out there now. So now I've got three I'm happy with. So now just got to wait and see what happens. Hopefully I can bring you back later with a fish. Speak to you soon. Evening everyone, it's 7 o'clock and it looks like the lake's starting to turn on. There's literally been 4 fish in the last 10 minutes. One from over the side, over opposite me, and some others just round the corner down there, and then one of the mates lost one. But they're obviously getting their heads down now and getting on the munch. We've had a bit of sun today, it's warming up. That's horrible rain, horrible weather yesterday. The lake's up, I just hope they find my bait and get in this bay. If they get in this bay here, I could have a few tonight. Anyway, with any luck, I'll be able to bring you back later with a fish. Fingers crossed. Speak to you in a bit. Evening everyone. I think it's like 9 o'clock, 10 to 9, 9 o'clock, something like that. Just getting ready for the evening stint. Hopefully I'll have something tonight. Nothing else has come out since earlier. There's a lot of fish down that bottom corner. There's got to be some up here as well. There's so many fish in this lake. With any luck, one will make a mistake tonight and it'll trip up and it'll eat my bait. If it does, I'll get some lights on, I'll get the camera on and I'll get a video of it for you. If not, I'll see you in the morning before I pack up. It's an early one tomorrow, we've got to be out of here by 9:30. So, luckily I don't have too much stuff. I've managed to get my stuff right down now, I'm pretty light. A little bit more than normal because I've got extra buckets, but with any luck, I'll speak to you in the night. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Oh, one thing, yeah, before I go, because it's not raining tonight and it's calm, the amount of bats out there flying about in front of my swim is unbelievable. There's so many bats flying about, which I don't mind because they're eating all the mosquitoes. Got bats flying about and rats running about. Loads of rats and loads of bats. All I need now is some fish. Hopefully see you in the night. If not, see you in the morning. Morning everyone. It's 7 o'clock Sunday morning and it's daylight, so obviously no fish again. I really thought something was going to happen last night. One fish has come out in the night, again on the opposite bank. It looks like the fish just stayed over there. Just didn't come into my corner. Which is, you know, it's a shock really. I've got the only corner where there's no lines because I've been backleaded. So there's no lines, there's lines all over the lake. No lines in my corner at all. And they've just pushed around the lake and not come in here. I thought they'd have come in here. Anyway, still 2.5 hours left. You never know. My rods will come in about 9:15. I might leave one out there, but till past. Anyway, it's been a good weekend. Shame there's no fish. Be back on the syndicate next. Hopefully the luck changes on there. Nowhere near as many fish come out this weekend as we thought there was going to be. Nowhere near. Even like the bailiff and that, the fishery manager, he thought there was going to be a load, but it just didn't happen. Maybe the weather just up and down, changing all the time, but who knows. Anyway, slowly start the pack up and speak to you in a bit. Well, that's us done. No fish. Me and Fluffles back in the car. Car's all loaded. 2-hour drive home now. So next I'll be on the syndicate, I expect. Might nip out for a day somewhere on the canal in a couple of days, but other than that it'll be the syndicate. So I'll see you all soon. So Haynes and Fluffles out.
Well, man, Joshy boy. That was cool. Yes. Go on, £30. Two. What did I say? £30 two. Right, let's pop it back in the water.